Hello and welcome to the channel. Relationships are all enticing when you're looking at it from a distance, but we all know the regular saying of not all that glitters is gold. In today's video, we're going to be talking about teammates more interested in securing their teammate's partner than securing the ball from their teammates. Let's take a look at some of the moments when NBA players got caught cheating on their teammates' wives. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and also like the video. Alright, let's get started. Gilbert Arenas and Shaquille O'Neal. For fans who followed him over the years, it's no secret that Shaq is a player both on and off the court. The Lakers star's got 6 children and has had an eventful dating history. There were rumors connecting him to affairs with other women while he was still a married man and active player. In 2010, rumors started spreading that Shaquille O'Neal was having an affair with the Wizards star Gilbert Arenas' fiancée, Laura Govan. Emails were leaked between the 7'1" center and Govan. Take a look at the screenshots of the email to get more details. The two couples went through a rough patch where the parties that got cheated on in the relationships wanted to go their separate ways. This led to a whole new drama with different accusations between Gilbert and Govan. Take a look. And it's funny because I feel like when I've seen him or been around him, we just have a good time. We're like brother and sister. I just think that Shawnee had her own agenda and did things for the show. And it is what it is. But at this point, 3 years later, I don't want to talk about him. Talk about somebody I actually like. Laura Govan said this in an interview in her own defense concerning the whole issue. Jeff McInnis and Phil Ford. The one-time NBA Rookie of the Year had an affair with his assistant coach's wife, who was 18 years older than him. The then 21-year-old player and the coach never shed too much light on the rumor, and we may never really get to know what went on behind the scenes. Watch this. Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher. Barnes recently divorced his wife, Gloria Govan, when he knew she had been seeing Derek Fisher. Before the start of the 2015 to 2016 season, Barnes was traded by the LA Clippers to the Memphis Grizzlies. The small forward and Govan had an open line of communication since they wanted to be good parents. The Grizzlies had a training camp in California, so Barnes called Govan and asked her to drop the boys off at the place he was staying at so that he could hang out with them. After hanging out with his boys for the weekend, Barnes drove back to LA with Govan in the passenger seat and his twins in the back. Barnes stopped the car off at an oasis for everyone to get food, with Govan being the last one to enter the car. Govan was talking to someone while she was walking back to the car, and her phone connected to the Bluetooth speaker before she got back in. That's when Barnes heard Derek Fisher's voice, and Fisher was saying how much he missed Govan. After Matt Barnes got back into his condo and Gloria Govan and the twins drove off to LA, things took a turn for the worst. In 2011, the pair were teammates, and 4 years later, the two former teammates got into a physical altercation. Watch the video. Derek Fisher proposed to Gloria Govan in April 2018. Matt Barnes and Fisher have moved past their fight since they have to be around each other a lot. We can say maybe the man had the right to get angry over his ex-teammate hitting on his ex-wife in an apartment that he was still paying for. Tony Parker and Brent Berry. You may have been thinking that Tony Parker would be part of the loyal partners, but unfortunately he's not, as he couldn't stay loyal to his former wife, Eva Longoria, or even his teammate. Parker cheated on Eva with his teammate Brent Barry's wife, and they got caught when Eva discovered the hundreds of texts sent between them. Take a look. The marriage of Erin Barry, who allegedly exchanged uncountable texts with Eva Longoria's husband, Tony Parker, also collapsed during the same period. Erin and her husband, Brent Berry, filed for divorce. The Barrys were among the closest friends of Parker and Longoria. Brent was a teammate of Parker's on the San Antonio Spurs from 2004 to 2008, and the Barrys attended Parker's extravagant wedding in France way back in 2007. A source close to Longoria said the two women quickly bonded as Spurs wives, and stayed close even after Brent left the Spurs team. The two couples frequently socialized, and Erin even attended one of Longoria's birthday parties. Nobody would have ever thought that she'd be getting down with her close friend's man. So it was more devastating. People mag quoted the source as saying of the text. A source close to Parker acknowledged that he exchanged flirtatious texts with Erin, but insisted the pair never had a physical relationship. He was not having an affair with Erin Barry, claimed the source. The exact timing of the texts remains unknown, but it seemed as if they were sent in the same period that Barry's marriage was falling apart. Paul George and Roy Hibbert. Paul George had a history of cheating and cuddling up with other men's partners, but it was one of a kind in his list when he had an affair with his teammate, Roy Hibbert's fiancée, Valerie Cook. The affair was supposedly linked to Roy's bad performance in the game, played after he found out. Valerie felt guilty for doing Roy dirty and confessed to him. Watch this. Shannon Brown and Paul Gasol. Ever since the Lakers were surprisingly swept out of the playoffs by the Dallas Mavericks, people have been wondering what exactly happened to disorient the team so badly. It's not often that you see a defending champion lose a game in such a manner, and many believe that there had to be something going on in the locker room that was causing the Laker players to lose their focus on their goal. Players are usually quiet during and after the NBA playoffs. James LeBron often deletes every social media account to allow himself to focus on the games he has to play. But we can't say the same for Shannon Brown in 2011, who took to Twitter to make it clear that he did not sleep with his teammate Paul Gasol's girlfriend. Take a look. Shannon Brown, who is married to R&B singer Monica, slept with Castro during the season, and Gasol discovered the affair towards the end of the regular season. The confrontation did indeed occur, but it was between Gasol and Brown who nearly came to blows in the locker room and caused a fight that the Lakers could never recover from. Andrew Bynum and Jamal Mosley. Andrew was a very talented NBA player, who would have gone very far in his career if not for his unacceptable behavior and attitude, including an allegation that he slept with his team's assistant coach Wive. This situation was messy, and the team couldn't take it. He was suspended for conduct detrimental to the team. Take a look. Steve Nash and Jason Richardson. Phoenix Suns fans were shocked when Steve Nash filed for divorce from his wife of 5 years just one day after she had a baby. Steve Nash had to endure being Jason Richardson's teammate for a while as he allegedly hooked up with his wife in 2009. One of the stickiest situations that will remain in history was Steve and Jason's drama, which happened due to Steve's wife birthing a child of African American descent who belonged to Jason Richardson. That incident shocked everyone as it had never happened in NBA history. Steve Nash just released a statement and avoided too much media frenzy. Check it out. As rumors will have it, it was later discovered that Steve himself was in fact also cheating on his ex-wife before the divorce, with a 22-year-old girl. Guess we can say maybe both parties were tired of each other, and their marriage was going to hit a rock sooner or later without the incident. Devin Booker and Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is being trolled for having a thorough beating on the court and off the court by fellow NBA star Devin Booker. Devin has been having so much fun with Kendall, Ben's ex-girlfriend, and her family. The internet has been on Simmons' negative side because fans think that he can't keep his team together by winning, and still, he can't keep his girl either. That's a tough one for Ben Simmons right there. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan are arguably the greatest duo in NBA history. Most people assume that Pippen and Jordan were close friends since they had incredible chemistry on the court and never said anything negative about each other until a woman was involved. Madonna was the lady in question in this case. The pop singer was a force to be reckoned with, and everyone wanted to get a chance. But Pippen was the man after her heart before Jordan entered the picture. Jordan had a bet with Madonna that he could satisfy her more than Pippen ever could. We can all agree that Michael Jordan has been a very competitive person since way back when. These two legends are not so close and didn't beef about the incident, but no one ever knew that this happened between Madonna and Michael Jordan. That brings us to the end of today's video. Which of these NBA players surprised you with their actions? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And also make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications to get updated anytime we upload a new video. Thank you for watching,